Scorpio, what's going on? Welcome into the channel. Always happy to have you here. My name is Deborah, owner of Purusha Holistic Wellness, and this is another episode of Purusha Intuitive, where we're going to look at your energy via the tarot, astrology, and any channeled messages that come through. So let's get into it. We are in Cancer season. I feel like I've talked about this before with you guys. I've tried to remember the videos, but yeah, we're in Cancer season, new moon in Cancer. We just had a new moon in Cancer, I should say. And we are kind of in this space of really taking a step back from all the stuff that's happened. There's a lot of change going on right now. Pluto just moved into Aquarius almost a year ago, not quite, but it governs decade-long cycles. So we're readjusting and setting the stage for the next 20 years or so. It also is in retrograde right now, and we're coming up on a couple retrogrades in July. So things are being highlighted where change needs to be made. We're being forced to really trust our instincts a little bit more, trust our intuition. We're getting confirmation around where those things are happening. And then Saturn in Aries is making us do the work, right? It's making us actually not only see what it is, but take that knowledge, take that information so we can make plans and adjustments accordingly. Adjustments that actually honor our heart, our mind, our soul that much better. And none of that's easy. It requires a level of awareness. Patience has been a huge theme lately. And it is also a grief. It is ending cycles, closing things out that aren't really serving us any longer. And there's a lot that comes with that, right? That's why I like to start off these readings with an energy cleansing. Just set the tone, set the vibe for the reading. Cleanse out any blocks, obstacles, limitations we might be coming into. It's a great time to set your own intention, Scorpio, as well, especially if you have come in with something on your heart or mind, something you would like spirit to deliver messages to you around. Definitely give that over. Be open to receive. It's a really great way to personalize these collective readings. And I also do personal readings. I offer a variety of healing and wellness services. Readings are one of them. If you want me to look at your specific situation, how it's faring, where it's headed, or if you're interested in more of that rebalancing of self, alignment of your mind, body, soul, I do energy healing as well as Ayurvedic or holistic wellness consultations. When we're aligned in self, when we know ourselves, who we are, what we want, what our end goals are, what will make us happy and fulfilled, that's really where we're manifesting abundance from, right? When we're disconnected, it's way easier to fall prey to the charm, the lies, the illusions, the quick fixes, etc. And I would love to help support in whatever way possible. Definitely hit me up. All the info to get into contact with me is in the description box below. All right, Scorpio, let's get into it. I bless you with pure love and light, pure source energy, pure loving grace. I release anything that is not for your highest and best. Any fears, doubts, insecurities, lack of worth, lack of value, pain, anger, frustration, impatience, overwhelm. Cleanse it and release it from our being. Oops, sorry. So that we may see and understand the messages clearly. Help to make me a clear and open channel for the collective. Thank you, Father God, Spirit guides, guardian angels, Mama Love. All right, Scorpio, it feels like you're navigating through something that's kind of tricky, something that even feels like maybe it's tripping you up a little bit or more than you had anticipated, right? I'm kind of hearing you see yourself as a smart person or you get the situation or whatever, but actually moving through it in a way, it's not only about wisdom or making the right choices for yourself. It's you want to make sure that you see things correctly. And I don't know, this might be a good or a not so good thing for you right now because it's I'm hearing that you're getting burned in the process, right? It's like that attraction to the flame or to fire, you can't help but touch it, and see what it actually is. And here's the thing, in some ways that's good, right? Because then we know our limits, we know our boundaries, we know how much we want to invest in a person or a situation. But it also, like, I'm kind of hearing, like, remembering that you are someone who has emotions and feelings and it affects you in a certain way, you know? Like, I'm hearing there might be a little bit of a disconnect from yourself, as if you're a pawn. Like, I'm seeing you, like, you know, in a Monopoly game or whatever, right? Like, you're a pawn, you're a piece in someone else's game. And not that, like, it's not coming from this place of you don't, like, validate yourself for your life, but it feels like you're either constantly dealing with just, like, a lot of shady people, or people who don't really care, or they kind of burn you, you know, in the long run. Like, it feels almost like you can't really rely or trust on people or anyone, you know. Maybe that's a little extreme, but for some people it feels like it fits. Yeah, dude, because you're seeing the holes, you're seeing the cracks, and this is coming out a lot. Black Moon Lilith has been tensely aspected to Pluto. It's kind of waning a little bit, I will say. And as a result, it's forcing us to kind of see through people and situations that are liars, right? That really weren't telling the truth. And I don't know, it feels like, yeah, obviously ulterior motives, but it feels like you're embarrassed or ashamed, or you're kind of just like, why? Like, it doesn't, I'm hearing like it's like you don't have, there's not a lot of explanation for it. And maybe this, like, part of you getting burned is you, like, trying to figure out the reasons why. I don't know that it's, like, doing you any service in this moment right now, Scorpio. Because there is this value of, like, remembering who you are, right? Like, you aren't just a robot that can, like, handle everybody's bullshit. Unfortunately, with Scorpio energy, it's ruled by Pluto, Lord of the underworld. Scorpio energy really isn't afraid to kind of dance with the darker things in life. And darker things, whatever, like, I mean, there's a lot of extremes, there's a lot of variables on that spectrum, but, like, this is more low vibey energy. These are people who, like, will lie, who will manipulate, and don't feel bad about it to get what they want. And that's part of the reason why you're feeling like a pawn in other people's game. And here's the thing, like, I love this. The intuition is in your blocked energy. So ironically, you being a water sign, you are naturally intuitive. And it says the red flags you're ignoring now will come back to bite you later. And I feel like, honestly, these red flags are being exposed or have been exposed. Like, I'm hearing you're starting to see the disconnects in certain people and situations that you trusted, that you loved, that you assumed there was some level of reciprocity, but it definitely looks like people are, like, they can't help but confess to you. I love this. I love this Empress card, number one. It's one of my favorites. This is such a gorgeous deck, but it really just kind of embodies that essence of abundance, love, nurture, support. And this is regardless of what gender you are, right? Like, we all have masculine and feminine energies, and femininity is really about manifesting abundance through attraction, right? Masculine energy makes it happen. It's the push, it's the action potential, where Empress is the silent potential. It is the place where we rest, where we restore, where we love, nurture on ourselves, but we're still getting what we want in the process, right? And here's the thing, I feel like because of how you are vibing, because of who you are, because of the way things are, people can't help but tell you, right? Reveal to you what the truth actually is. And I'm hearing this as like you knew it all along, I think, right? Empress, Queen of Cups energy. You knew this all along. You knew this all along, and here's the thing. I think that it's because I'm seeing someone's coming alongside of you, and this is confirmation of who you are, of what you bring to the table, whether you want to call it your power, your natural essence, your unique beauty and self. Like, someone's coming alongside to really help support that. but it's also coming in the face of people and situations being really defensive about who and what you are. To me, this definitely has a jealous energy. People who treat you badly because they want to be who you are. I mean, like, the Empress is the embodiment. She is all the things, right? Like, she is whatever we ascribe to be, like that value of just, and it's different versions for all of us. That's why I'm kind of getting tripped up right now. It looks different for all of us. I think these are some old situations that are lingering, things that haven't really been hammered out quite yet. You have a lot of people around you, a lot of people that are interested in you. Here's the thing. It's like, there was a rejection to some capacity. Like, someone lied to get away with something. It looks like you're finding this out. It looks like you're seeing the reality of this, and you're like, okay, well, now what, right? And I'm seeing this more as like Spirit is exposing these people, these situations to you to give you the confirmation that you need. 100%. I love this. With the Chariot energy, like, it's getting the confirmation that you need, and then it's aligning you with the right people and the right resources. And these are people who just like see, understand, and accept your beauty and your power, if that makes sense, right? It's not people who are trying to like not get you to see that so you don't ask for what you're worth, right? Because I do feel like there is some manipulation around you, obviously. There's manipulation around you. There's people who have no problem lying to your face. And it's almost like, even if you take a break from these people, Scorpio, it's almost like when you go back, you're just getting more of the same, right? More confirmation of what happened, of what you intuited before. It's forced you to be stronger. It's forced you to be better. And the results, I think, if you're not happy with them present day, it's going to come. Like, I'm seeing this as just a lot of confirmation. I'm also seeing this as like, it's important to validate yourself this week. It's important to validate yourself this week. You're not a robot. You have feelings. It's okay to feel them, even if you feel stupid or ashamed or you knew already. So what's the point? I listen carefully. When I listen to others, my mind distinguishes truth from imagination. I seek the truth between the words, and that's what you're uncovering. You're uncovering the truth about these situations, and unfortunately, it doesn't look like much is changing or has changed, and you already know this. You're getting that confirmation in real time. Even when people think that like you don't, like maybe you're not listening, or maybe you're not putting the pieces together, it's like you do. I don't look for perfection. When I try to reach perfection, I only experience suffering and pain. Perfection is a distorted image of reality produced by my ego. Perfection is not comparing myself with others. Perfection is just how I am. To me, this is like when we judge, when we want it to look a certain way, when we're seeking that idea of perfection, it can be really draining on the energy, on the resources. And that's what I'm picking up from you. It's like these dynamics that you've gotten yourself into, however you've attracted them, whether it's worth, whether it's value, whether it's what you deserve, it's forced you to kind of see that pattern, to see the inconsistencies, to see where your energy is being drained and where it's actually being empowered and enlivened. And you have a very stark contrast of this week. And I think it's coming because of what you're feeling, what you're picking up. The truth is silence. Truth is not words. Truth is not appearance. Truth is not distractions. Truth is just within myself. And like, it's so true, right? Like we often, people hide, people lie. Black Moon Lilith has been like a main player in some of these dynamics lately in the astrology. And right now, our job is just to be able to see it, to see where this is happening in our life, to see what we want to do about it, right? Like being able to gather the information, listen, understand, see who and what this is, and to the best of our ability, try not to invite those energies back into our life, you know, or continue on with those energies. That's the downside of Pluto moving into Aquarius, is it's really forcing out of the woodwork the reality of who and what people are. And it's not a pretty picture, it's not a pretty sight, you know, it's not fun to go through, and it's not pretty to look at, but it's giving us the needed information so we do make the changes that actually help us align with who we are and what we want our life to look like. So I hope this helps, Scorpio. Thank you so much for your time, energy always. I super appreciate you. I hope you found messages that resonated here for you. Definitely drop comments below if you did. I love to hear, or just say, hey, share in a little love, little TLC. I so appreciate all the love, all the support to the channel. No, I'm sending it back your way.